So here we are with footballing legend Teddy Sheringham, who now spends his time playing poker. So Teddy, please explain.
I got into poker when I was a footballer. There's a lot of time spent on coaches and hotel rooms the night before games. So played cards and things evolved from Kaluki and free card brag, and we got into poker. And I think there's a lot of football clubs up and down the country playing poker. I was no different, and I finished playing football, so here I am.
So is this like a new profession for you? Is it just a hobby you just tend to be really good at?
It's just a hobby, really. I can't have lots of weekends to go to different places. Obviously, one or two I've been able to get to this year. Most notably Monte Carlo and Bahamas was a nice week as well. But I can't do all of them. I can't get on the whole tour, so it's nice being involved with Poker Stars and playing the ones that I can do, really. So it's been very enjoyable.
So I mean, you must be pretty handy on the poker table.
Not bad. I had a little bit of luck out in Villamora. I think you have to have a little bit of luck in tournaments. But hopefully I can do better. You know, I want to carry on playing. I didn't do very well in the WSOP last week. I made a terrible read on someone, and it was very costly. So got knocked out of that one. Hope it doesn't happen this week in the EPT.
I mean, are you a good bluffer?
It's a tricky answer, that. And if I say yes, you might think I'm not. If
Oh,
I say
there
no,
you go.
then what's the answer?
Are you good at reading people?
I think so. I think you have to play. You have to play with people to realise. You have to play with people to understand and know all what they're about. You know, the more you play with someone, the more you're going to remember things. I've not got the best memory as such, but more of a feeling at the time of where you are in the hand is what it's all about for me. And I don't really go on the percentages, but I just try and work things out there and then, you know.
I suppose it helps having a decent poker face.
Yeah.
Can you show us your poker face?
This is it.
This is it?
Doesn't change.
Go on, give that to camera. That's...
You know it.
And I heard somewhere that Tony Cascarino was the man who taught you how to play.
He didn't really teach me. He took my money, which made me realise I've got to learn how to play this game. Then he took my money again, and I still hadn't worked out how to play this game. And then he kept doing it, smacking my ass, and I thought, sod this, I can't have this, and gradually learned. I think it's the only way to learn in poker is to lose your money. It's the only way you learn. And I finally did, and hopefully it sunk in.
I mean, would you say he was a good mentor? He put you on the path?
Oh, he's a very good player. Yeah, he's much more experienced than me. He's a very good player. He's won competition. He's done well in numerous others, and he knows where he's at more so than me in a hand, and it's something that I need to brush up on.
And that's something you picked up at Millwall. Was there like a big car culture at Millwall?
Yeah, but we didn't really play poker so much. That's a long time ago when I was at Millwall. Poker's really evolved in football clubs over the last probably 10 years. The more it's been on television and the more that it comes on television, I think maybe even 5 or 6 years when footballers have changed. They're quite happy playing their 3-card brag still, you know, and having the proper gamble. Whereas poker's a little bit more skillful.
And who are like the best players you come across in your time?
Cass would have to be up there from years ago. Dwight York was quite a good player at Man United. Mark Bosnich wasn't. He was useless. Roy Carroll, played with him quite a bit. He lost quite a few quid and ended up learning over the years and started getting his money back. Yossi Benayoun, who's gone from Liverpool to Chelsea now, he's not a bad player either. Lucky little sod. But you know, got to have the luck as well, haven't you?
I suppose you like all took money off each other at some point, so it comes full circle.
It does a bit, yeah. There was a bit of a story going around that I won all the money off the boys at West Ham, but it wasn't the case. It went round. You know, when you're playing for as much money as we was, it was a lot to do with luck. You know, just getting all your money in at as early as you could and relying on the luck of the cards. And it wasn't really poker. So when you're relying on the luck, it seems to go round and round. And we all came out pretty much even.
And did you teach a lot of the young boys cards? Was there like the Teddy Sheringham school of cards?
No. We was playing for big money at the time, so I wasn't about to be teaching them. The only ones I did teach was when I went to Colchester. People like Johnny Jackson, who's gone to Charlton. I taught him all he knows.
It's known that professional footballers like a bit of a flutter from time to time. Who enjoyed a bet most, like in the England setup?
There was a few. Michael Owen liked to have a bet, didn't he? He's big into his horses, always coming in with tips. No good for the lads, but he always seemed to be winning. Can't remember somebody else. David James had a bit of a gamble as well. We used to play cards quite a bit with David James. We had a horse at West Ham. There were 6 of the lads. We had a horse called Hammer's Boy. Did quite well for us. Won a few quid. And then we sold that. Bought another one called My Boy Charlie, named after my son, and he did even better for us. And then we sold it, and I think for all accounts it crashed and burned after that. But we got our money out.
Now you played until you were 42. Had an absolute glittering career, countless trophies. Was it difficult to walk away?
No, not really. If I'd have been 34 or 35, then it would have been difficult. But people still wanted me to play 39, 40, 41. And by the time I got to 42, it was like I can't go on at this sort of level. I'm quite happy playing five-a-side on a Monday night now and scoring 1 or 2 goals and feeling good about myself. With all the big beer bellies running about all over the place. So as long as I get a couple of goals on a Monday, I'm quite happy. But no more professional football for me.
So you still show the magic?
Every now and again.
And what made you go on longer than anyone else?
I just think I was lucky, really. Lucky through not having injuries. My dad had the genes of being tall and skinny, and he's still quite agile now. He plays his tennis and squash, and if I can carry on going as long as him, I'll be very happy, and I'll probably get that from him, and a little bit from my mum as well. She gets the hump when I say that I get it all from my dad.
And like throughout your career, I mean, there were so many highlights popping into people's minds, especially, I mean, I'm going to have to mention it, that equaliser, 91st minute Champions League. Would you say that's like the pinnacle of your career?
It's what everybody talks to me about. Whenever I might see someone that I haven't seen for 30 years or something, they'll tell me about, the goal in 1999. But I wouldn't say I was at the pinnacle of my career then. I was probably better in Euro 96 and peaking. I was probably peaking around then, but I went to Man United after that, and they just carried me along with all the youngsters running about all over the place, and the top players that I was playing with. I just carried on going and ended up winning a few things with them.
I mean, it must have been an amazing rush, just like when you scored.
Unbelievable. Even looking back at it now, like you see the last 2 minutes on replay now, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up every time you watch it. So it's good moments to look back on.
Well, I mean, what's a bigger rush for you? Seeing that goal and scoring that goal, or having a decent hand and knowing you're going to win?
Well, that's why I'm in poker, because that is the kind of rush that you get. That, there's a real buzz about it. Especially if you're playing for a lot of money or getting deep into a tournament, it's a proper adrenaline rush. But there's nothing like scoring a goal in a cup final.
Well, Teddy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Good luck with the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Take care.